Hey everyone, and welcome to my very first bullet journal video. Today I'm going to be setting up the week of June 11th through the 17th in my Scribbles That Matter bullet journal. I've already got some stickers laid down and a general layout of what I want to do. So the first thing I'm doing is drawing in the boxes that I do on the sides of my bullet journal for the weekly setup. I like to have these small boxes here to have my appointments and things like that set up and be able to see at a quick glance. Now I'm just going and filling in the calendar. I've been doing a little mini calendar each week just so I can have an idea of where I'm at the month. And underneath that calendar, you will see me draw in a whole bunch of blank squares. I'll go back in a little bit and fill that in. I use that for my weather for the week. I like to do a little doodle in the larger box and the highs and lows in the smaller box. At the very bottom of the page, I'm going to go ahead and draw in my habit tracker. I have 8 things that I like to track. My self-care, whether or not, I'm taking care of myself that day or doing something for myself, working out, eating clean, tidying up the house for about 15 minutes, a no spend, working on training with my dog, so that's a big one I like to track, a daily craft and a daily draw. And then beside that is what I do with my mood tracker. I have 3 squares for each day. I like to track how I feel waking up, midday, and how I feel before I go to bed. I'm just going to go back and real quick and write the days of the week at the top of each of these boxes. And I know I turned the page there, and that's going to seem a little weird for right now, but I will come back to that later. On this side, I'm drawing another 4 boxes. I have one for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I like to keep a small box at the bottom for plans that I would like to get done next week or plans that I've made for next week, because I do everything weekly. I don't set it up for the full month. I do have a monthly calendar that I use as well, but this is just what works for me. At the bottom of this page, I am going to be drawing in just the little boxes so I can write down the color coordinating for my moods. I track happy, excited, productive, grateful, relaxed, stressed, or ugh. And now I'm just going to go back and fill in the habits that I actually do track because I didn't write them in earlier. Now I had some extra space at the top. Sometimes I put a sticker there, sometimes I decorate or have like a doodle that I'll throw up there. This time I went in with a quote that says, "Do small things with great love." I'm not sure where that quote originated. It was just something I happened to see quickly and it fit well. I'm just going back in real quick to write the moods that I like to keep track of next to those boxes. I also drew a little chart next to that as well. I use that as like a line chart throughout the week, and I track how many hours of sleep I get, how my diet was for the day. I am trying to eat healthier a little bit. I've been doing I've been working out quite a bit, and then I also like to track my water intake because drinking water is something that I really struggle with lately. So now I'm going in with my scissors and I'm going to create what is called a Dutch door. I like to do this. It's something that I've started doing probably within the last month and a half or so, and it has really been working out really well for me. I have a small task list for each day, and then I do a small amount of journaling. And so the way I will do it, I'll show you in a little bit how I actually get it set up, but I like to do a day, do a small journal, and then on the next, on the next page I'll do 2 days, things like that. I just like to go in and outline kind of where everything is for my journaling and for my daily setup. I've been using a lot of more bright colors lately, which is not really normally something that I use, but I was trying to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. The week before I used a purple, and this pink was just super bright, and it's been very, very hot where I live, and I felt like it was really fitting. So now I'm just going in with my Tombows and picking a color that I feel like represents each of those moods. I will list in the description box which colors I'm using on my Tombows, so just look out for that. The pen that I used for the rest of the journal, the black pen, is just a Sharpie pen. It's not the fine tip Sharpie that will bleed through the page. I like to use a Sharpie pen. And now that I have kind of my whole week set up, I'm going in with just some journaling for Monday. I like to write down what I did on Monday, a small task list, and then I'll go in and do just a little bit of journaling for that day. I don't use washi in every single spread, but I really loved that bird washi. I'm slightly obsessed with it. I picked it up at Joann Fabric last year, I believe. And here is how I will do like my daily task list. And the rest of that space on Monday is where I will add in my journaling for the day. Today is Tuesday, so I am a day behind. I had a lot of unexpected things happen yesterday, so I'm playing catch up just a little bit. And I do try to kind of do my daily headers a little bit different each day. Some days I'll do like faux calligraphy, some days I'll just find a font and try to mimic it as best as possible. Sometimes I'll do a bubble lettering, just whatever feels right for that day. I'm going back into the boxes on the outside, and that's where I like to put like my weekly appointments that are coming up. And I also put in things that were being delivered or plans that I have for those days as well. So that's going to be my finished spread. And now, oh, actually, no, real quick, I'm actually going back in and I'm filling in the weather for, I just like to do Monday through Thursday at first because I live in Texas, and while yes, it is hot, we do get storms occasionally that pop up out of nowhere, so I like to keep those open just in case. But other than that, I believe that's going to be the end of this video. If you want to see how the whole thing kind of plays out, please just check out my Instagram and I'll have that link down below. Thanks for watching. Bye!